All right, it's time for another edition of You Make the Call.
IBM presents You Make the Call.
Kirk Cousins leads the Falcons to a dramatic fourth quarter go-ahead winning touchdown against the Eagles. He caps the drive off with a touchdown pass to Drake London. How does Drake London celebrate? You make the call. A, he points to the heavens. B, he points to the crowd. C, he does the worm. D, he does an impression of Kirk Cousins. The answer is D. He does the whole hands on the ear holes thing that Kirk Cousins does when he's, Anyway, our week 2 awards. We're going to start with the Dirty Darnold awards. I'm going to try to do this each week if I remember. But just capturing the filthiness of Sam Darnold. Dirty Sam Darnold. The first candidate was end of the first half. Darnold has thrown an interception that led to a 49ers touchdown. The game is close. Third down. Big key scramble to get the Vikings in field goal range. Very, very filthy play. The second candidate is that 97-yard rainbow touchdown pass to Justin Jefferson. Just the pass was even better than the route or the run after the catch. That throw was spectacular and nasty, disgustingly dirty. But the winner goes to that third down pass on that final drive that put the game away for the Vikings. Incredible throw, kind of behind the receiver, the only place it could be. It was a pretty long throw and just a laser, very decisive, just drop back and boom. Nasty, like throw up in your mouth. Dirty Darnold on that play. The My Ex-Wife at One Point Being Attractive award for something I'm pretty sure I hallucinated. That was in the first half when the Vikings ran a successful screen pass to Aaron Jones. Generally, it's like once a decade, the Vikings set up a screen well and run it well. Probably helps to have Aaron Jones instead of Alexander Mattison. Now, of course, the Vikings tempted fate when they ran another screen to Aaron Jones late in the game that looked very successful, and then, he fumbled, of course. That brings me to my next award, the point where a guy officially became a Viking. That was that second screen pass. He had that swagger as a Packer. He just somehow seems too good for us or something. And then he fumbles. And then you see him on the sideline. They kept showing him on the sideline. And he looked so dejected. So sad. He looked like Kirk Cousins' wife when Sam's Club runs out of Rice Krispies. It was heartbreaking to watch him. When he got hit by number 54 for the 49ers, Kurt Warner, knocked that ball out. Warner knocked a big part of Aaron Jones' soul out. Big part of Aaron Jones died in that play, in that moment. And he became a Viking. He became one of us, one of the living dead. Welcome, Aaron Jones. Welcome to hell. It's good to have you here. The award for a guy who forgot he's a Viking, that goes to Ty Chandler, who late in the game, Vikings driving, he runs out to the left, gets about 10, 15 yards, picks up a first down, and stays in bounds. You're a Viking. You don't stay in bounds to keep the clock running. You don't make a heady play like that late in the game. You run right out of bounds and stop that clock to make sure the other team has plenty of time. The award for a play that Alexander Mattison couldn't make if you gave the defense an overdose of muscle relaxants. 2 candidates for that. Playing the second quarter where Ty Chandler ran towards the line and he just bounced it to the outside. Alexander Mattison just runs into the line, gets tackled, or he fumbles. The second candidate goes to Aaron Jones, who kind of did the same thing in the second half. Bounces it outside, big gain. Slight upgrade at the running back position this year. The award for the best impression of Laquan Treadwell by someone wearing Laquan Treadwell's number 11 jersey. That goes to number 11 for the Vikings. Don't know his name, not look it up. He caught a pass and just fell, tackled himself. So it's good to see that number 11 still carrying that kind of suckage along with it. He sucks. I mean, he just sucks. He just sucks. Patrick Peterson award for piss poor effort. Patrick Peterson! I think I could outrun this guy. First candidate is Nick Bosa. This was early in the game on a third down where Darnold scrambled for a first down. And you could see Bosa just give up on the play. I'll let someone else do it. I'm just a pass rusher. I'm just one-dimensional. I'm happy being who I am. The award goes to Christian Darrisaw, who was trying to block Nick Bosa on another play. I mean, trying to block. I mean, he basically didn't do anything. Bosa just went right around him, sacked Darnold. Thankfully, Darnold didn't fumble. The Kevin Harlan Award for announcer who's trying way too hard. That goes to Kevin Harlan, who on that sack that Bosa made.
It's down in 10. They get by Darvish. Bosa!
Bosa! I'm like,
Bosa!
it just was trying too hard.
Bosa!
Which is a Kevin Harlan staple.
Trying to get him. Right back. Oh, Kobe Bryant! He carved for human life!
The Joe Buck Award for an incredibly inaccurate call.
I don't think that ball hits the ground.
That goes to Kevin Harlan also, who 49ers running back got the ball in the red zone. And
Mason, the stutter step, the plunge to the 5 and a 1st and goal.
he takes the plunge to the 5.
The plunge to the 5.
He didn't take any sort of plunge. He was just being tackled. Normally,
The plunge to the 5.
Kevin Harlan. The 1980s Minnesota Vikings defense not covering Jerry Rice Award for a defense that just ignores an all-pro player for the 49ers. 2 plays there. There was one play in the first half where the Vikings just left George Kittle completely alone. George Kittle, I don't know if they thought it was Ron Kittle. But they might want to be aware of his whereabouts. The second candidate was Vikings just left Deebo Samuel alone. I don't know if they thought it was like Juan Samuel, he was a former like baseball player for the Phillies in the 80s. Maybe they think, these are baseball players, but like if you can have the same last name as someone else and be a different person. I don't know if the Vikings understand that. The surprisingly lack of a butt cheek clench play of the week. Typically when the Vikings would line up for a game-winning kick, the butt cheeks would just, like a raisin. Kind of like Kirk Cousins on, Monday Night Football, typically. When Vikings kicker, what's his name? Reichert? I think I actually know his name. Lined up for that 30-yard field goal to put the game away. I was pretty relaxed. If you gave me an overdose of muscle relaxants, that's kind of how I felt. I was pretty chill, and he made it. Now, my actual butt cheek clench of the week, that was the onside kick. I was just really nervous because I thought maybe they'd roll Jim Kleinsasser out there to be on the hands team again, but that also worked out. So, however, we do have a new award this week. This is my wife's butt cheek clench of the week, and that was when the Vikings got that. It was kind of an interception / fumble in the air play by number 52. I don't know his name, I'm not going to look it up. Where he got the turnover for the Vikings, then he ran all the way to the end zone to celebrate. And my wife just the rage.
Look at the little celebration. You would have thought that they just won the whole game with that little worm thing that they were doing in the end zone.
Because they didn't score, right?
He didn't even score.
You shouldn't be celebrating if you didn't score. You shouldn't have fun. You shouldn't enjoy yourself. That's what my wife told me once we got married. You really shouldn't expect to enjoy yourself anywhere, especially after hours. So, thank you. Good week. Things are looking good. Darnold's dirty. Congratulations to Kirk Cousins. It was. God bless him. I don't want to see him fail, so I don't feel bad when he succeeds. You just know, Falcons fans, he's setting you up for disappointment. Kind of like how I set my wife up leading up to the marriage. So